In this movie, we're gonna look at how to fix certain mistakes in our codebook. There are some types of mistakes that could be happening in the codebook. Possibly the spelling for the variables could be wrong to a certain extent. The code could be wrong, okay, to a certain extent as well, and the level could have some potential issues, and therefore it is important for us to clean, okay, to make sure that the spellings are correct, the codes are correct, and the response categories have no issues. Okay, let us inspect each a variable and codes and response category very carefully. Let's go together. Let's do it together. Gender is okay. 0 for male, 1 for female. Good, look good. Student status, 1 for freshman, 2 for sophomore, 3 for junior. But we see here 6 for senior. So there is a mistake. So we need to change 6 to 4 because we assign a code of 4 for senior. I want to inform everyone that I intentionally made the mistakes, a few mistakes in this movie in order to demonstrate to the audience how we are going to fix the issues in SPSS before we have a very clean, a very accurate data set. All right. So we have one mistake to correct. For 8, so 1 for 17 to 20, 2 for 21 to 24, code 3 for 25, 29, code 4 for 30 or older. There's no problem with that. For GPA, 1 less than 1.5, 2 1.6 to 2, 3 2.1 to 2.5, 4 for 2.6 to 3, and a code of 8 for over 3 GPA. So this is another mistake. So we need to change a code of 8 to a code of 5. So there are 2 mistakes. Let us move on to reading during vacation. 1 for less than 1 hour, 2 for 1 to 2 hours, 3 for 3 to 5 hours, 4 for 6 to 10 hours, and 5 over 10 hours. So it's obvious that there is another mistake here. We need to add s because it's plural. So let's keep going. Read while study, 1 less than 1 hour, 2 1 to 2 hours, 3 3 to 5 hours, 4 6 to 10 hours, 5 over 10 hours. No problem. If you had more free time, would you practice more extensive reading? 0 for no, 1 for yes. Okay. Newspaper, 1 rarely, never, 2 sometimes, 3 frequently. Magazine, there is no mistake. Comic book, there is no mistake. Pottery, there is no mistake. Letters and emails, okay, there is one problem here. Wrong spelling, emails, okay? We're gonna fix that. This is problem number 4 that we need to fix. It is obvious that no mistake. Internet, no mistake. Novels, no mistake. Non-fiction, no mistakes. So, ladies and gentlemen, obviously there are 4 mistakes that we need to fix in this codebook before this codebook can be very, very accurate. Okay, let us go to the data editor in SPSS in order to fix the problem, and we're gonna access the codebook again in order to double check and to finalize. Let us do that together. So now here we are on the data editor, and we know that there are 4 mistakes. Mistake number one is to do with student status. So we're gonna change code 6 to 4. So let's go to student status and we're gonna click on the three dot. So in order to modify, to correct the mistake, what we need to do is to click on this, highlight it, and then we can change 6 to 4, and we click on change, and then we click OK. Okay, now the first mistake is corrected. Second mistake, reading during vacation. So we're gonna click this, and this is the mistake. So over 10 hours, plural, we click on change, and we click OK. The third mistake is related to GPA. So we're gonna highlight, and then we're gonna change code 8 to code 5. We click on change, and we click on OK. And finally, there is an issue with spelling email. Okay, let's go find that. Here it is. So it's very easy. What we need to do is to put the cursor, double click actually, and then we can change this one. So we can press enter, and then we can actually save. Okay. All right. Now let us access the codebook one more time and double check. We go to file, we go to display data file information, working file, and then we're gonna go to our new codebook. Let us inspect the 4 mistakes. The first one is to do with student status, which it is correct right now. We see a code of 4 rather than 6. Okay, we go to reading vacation, 10 hours now has S plural. GPA, this is also correct. Okay, the correct code. And finally, a wrong spelling, email, basically is now correct. So this is how we correct, the issues, okay, in the code book.